Honey, baby, Desna was all fucked up in the head. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. What's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? We are reviewing Claws, season number 2, episode number 6, Double Dutch. If it's your first time visiting my channel, what up, though? Go ahead, click that red subscribe button to become a Ray of Sunshine. And everybody's click that notification bell so they're alerted of the videos I upload. Yes. First, let me apologize. I know I'm late. Y'all, I had a long day yesterday. I was tired. I was able to watch it, but was not able to review it. But we here now, and we good. So when the scene opens up, honey, all kinds of dramatic effect is happening. Shit, you'd be all dramatic too if you just saw that the man you thought loved you, that you was in love with, is fucking your new boss and that they playing you. So she coming out all crying and shit, devastated, bent over. The world is coming to a motherfucking end, and she is headed her way to the damn hospital. Honey, gets to the hospital, sees Jenn. Fucking Bryce is in a fucking coma. Everything is happening. Jenn comes out all bloody and shit, looks at her and says, "It's your fault. This is all your fault. This is all because of you. All of it, bitch, is your fault." Like, do y'all feel like it was Desna's fault? Do you think that these chain of events are her fault? All the stuff that happened previously, the whole her thinking Zlata was a good person, the whole her telling Zlata about a sit down because they was going to try to kill her. Do you think that this was all Desna's fault? Did this stuff happen to her because she got too hoity-toity, got beside herself? Let me know down below in the comments. And what's funny is Desna had her own shit going on when Jenn was talking that shit. You saw everybody in the fucking waiting room was like, "Are you okay?" Hell nah. She replaying shit in her head. Like, she was fucked up, and that damn Jennifer just took her over the top to the point where she just fucking left, went home, told Dean, "Get up, baby, get up, baby, get up. We leaving. We got to go home. We gonna just get in the old car and we gonna leave. We going somewhere. We gotta get out." Dean looking like, "Shit, what the fuck you mean? Like, life is good. Why are we leaving? Like, I'm confused, sis." Then we know now. Remember last week I asked y'all if y'all thought that they were in, was this just a setup? You know, it was one playing the other, and all y'all came back with, nah. They together. It's all been they've been in cahoots for quite some time now, and it's just been proven, right? They sitting there looking at all the shit. And I need you to hurry up and marry Desna, is what Zlata says, so that you get all of this becomes community property. We gonna use her to our benefit. My nigga, you got like fucked up. She finna show you something. Because we know Desna is not that kind of girl. With all the shit going on, you know, Roller's chest is puffed up. He gonna run home and he gonna kill Zlata. Honey, for 5 seconds I thought he was. And she had enough air to call her bodyguard, her henchman. Because he looked like he was going to kill her, but he didn't hold that larynx right. Because she was able to call out, "Honey," and she said, "Get it together. You family now. And listen, I'm going to kill your daddy. And if you don't get your shit together, I'm going to kill you too and that fucking baby." She is so fucking cold and heartless. She didn't even care that it's Olga's baby. Or Olinka. Oh no, Olinka's Nicki Minaj. She don't care that it's Olga's baby. She say Olga gets pregnant 2-3 times a year. Bitch, have another grandbaby. That bitch cold piece of work. So then we see, I was like, okay, bitch, you finna kill yourself? You that distraught? So she gets out the car, Desna, and goes to the beach and tells Dean, "Stay in the car, stay in the car." Like, I was like, that was just too dramatic. You that mad? You finna go? Okay. Suicide is real. Mental health issues is what cause people to have suicide. They get stressed out, or to go commit suicide, they get stressed out. I'm not discounting any of that, but I'm looking at her like, okay, for real, this is what we doing. This is what we doing. We finna go drown ourselves in the ocean. They need to knock it the fuck off. If Desna was gonna kill herself, it would have had to be something quick. Because that motherfucking drowning, bitch, you feel that when your heart stops and you drinking all that damn water. Okay, whatever. So we find here that Desna goes home, which is Mrs. Wallace's house. She's a woman that Desna and Dean stayed with for a short period of time while their mama was in rehab. And when that bitch came back, they didn't want to go with her. They was like, we want to stay here, Miss Wallace. Miss Wallace was a good center for them, and probably there would have been different type of kids had they stayed with Miss Wallace instead of having to go with them white people. You know, the ones they killed last season. What was their names? Y'all remember? Tell me down below in the comments, because I don't remember. Nonetheless, she goes there because that's her safe haven. That was the one who seemed to uplift her and encourage her and to support her and told her, you got a light whenever you need to. You come back to me. You come back to me. Dean's ass said, well, you know, that's just what people tell you. That people don't really mean come back. You can always come home. That ain't what the fuck they mean. Dean is something else. Like, he brilliant. Yeah, I just fixed my wig. Nonetheless, they break into the house because it looked got a for sale sign. It's all dusty. And that's when they start to do all that fucking reminiscing. Well, they go on a search for Miss Wallace, okay? They go on this search for Mrs. Wallace and find her daughter. Who, is she adopted too? I'm going to say she might have been adopted because that woman was not that mother's child. Or not that child's mother. But they tell her, she tells them that that Mrs. Wallace is in this nursing home now, in the senior home. And you can find her. She'll be happy to see you there. Put a pin in that. Because we need to talk about a lot of other shit. Like Hank's dumbass coming up to the hospital. I was like, Hank must be on the spectrum too. Because why the fuck would you come up there with a teddy bear talking about that's what friends do, we support one another? Her husband that she was cheating on with you was shot. Why in the fuck would you go to the hospital and not think that it would be an issue? She had an issue. We're not friends. Don't come here no more. And Roller sees you and Roller wants to mop your ass up. Matter of fact, he gives you a coordinated punch or two and your ass falls to the ground. Why in the fuck would Hank come there? Somebody tell me. Uncle Daddy is on his knees with his rosary and shit. He praying in the hospital because he want God to please bring the baby, bring my son back. I can't lose him and Wanda. Also, we saw that Quiet Ann and Polly took the babies to the park. This is key. Took the babies to the park. That motherfucking Polly is soliciting James. You know, like John soliciting James, talking about how good the services are and how they gonna make sure they get a happy ending. Like this bitch in the park, like yippity yap yap yap. I was like, first off, Polly, why you got on them fucking white ruffle socks with them shoes? Child, you ain't the same as them people. They should have been looking at you like something was wrong with you. What the fuck is happening? Nonetheless, they get excited about it. She gets a phone call and she goes right into character of being a madam, honey. She likes being a madam is what we found out. And we also found out that she, of course, all those strippers are gay, right? Everybody but Dean. All the rest of them look like they gay. So she has to tell them exactly what to do to have a woman get to a happy ending. Go to the little boat. Play with the little boat. While at the park, Quiet Ann notices Polly has gone into full character with this whole madam shit. And she trying to pull her in. She's saying, pull up, because we here for our girls. That's what we here for, not for this other shit. Zlata is the enemy. Why are you doing this? And then she hits us with, it's our fault that Arlene is a rent-a-cop. Ooh, that's going to break her heart when she finds out that she's still full-fledged cop, honey. That she's still full-fledged cop. And I see y'all was saying that Arlene don't really give a fuck about Quiet Ann. Y'all think that she just playing her? I think that she has some feelings for her, but her job is going to take precedence over Quiet Ann. What y'all think? Or it's going to all come together because they going to set up the Russians with, okay, let me stop. Let me come back. At the hospital, Uncle Daddy is like, I'm not leaving because, you know, Roller's like, Zlata's coming for you. You got Jen's crazy ass over there reminiscing about the first time they fucking both relapsed and ended up at the same damn bar. I'm all like, bitch, what the fuck? Fucking alcoholic and a crackhead. I mean, this is all very instrumental in what's happening, right? So all of a sudden, as they're talking, he can hear her. You know, they say when you're in a coma and stuff, and you can hear and feel what people say. But just like when you sleep, when somebody's talking to you, all that suggestion does go into your mind. But honey, Bryce gets a hard on. Shit. Jennifer gets up there and rides the fuck out of his dick. Sees his little hands coming up. See, he's singing the song with her. Honey, she's got magical pussy because the nigga comes out of the coma. That's why the fuck Hank is acting the way he does. Because that bitch got magically delicious pussy, okay? I'm with Roller. Bottle that shit up and sell it. Because, bitch, you bringing niggas out of the coma. Like, all them extremities still work, y'all. That wasn't unrealistic. They still work. So now Desna and Dean go to see Miss Wallace, and I'm thinking at first that the bitch had dementia or amnesia or some shit, or Alzheimer's, because it seemed like she knew him, but like she was pretending like they might have been somebody else. But we found out that she really knew who they were. And Desna gives her the thing, tells her, I'm lost, I'm confused. Remember when you said that I had a light and I could come back to see you? And she said, bitch, that's just some shit that you tell kids. You is a shit kicker. Ain't shit gonna hold you down. You've been fighting your whole life. And then she realizes when we saw that the flashback of when she had the fight, or the little boys knocked her down because they were talking about Dean. And we saw when she stood up to her mother, like, you ain't shit and I ain't gonna never be like you. I ain't gonna never give up on myself. So at that moment, she was having a come to Jesus moment, like, oh shit, yes, I'm back, I'm living life. Girl, most people would still be in the fetal position crying like, I can't believe that this is happening to me. Why me, God? Y'all act like y'all ain't never been pleading to God after a relationship, a real fucked up breakup. Pleading to God to fix your heart, or the relationship to bring back, or to help you understand. Y'all be acting like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. So for her to, in a matter of a couple days, find this strength, to me just didn't really seem realistic, but it is TV and she's a badass. And Miss Wallace did tell her that what she needed to do was to remember who she is. Like, she's forgotten who she was. But y'all saw that this entire season she had been forgetting who she was. She's been running after running after Zlata. But these are all things that she's wanted, but she didn't keep her core value as who she was. Like, that happens to a lot of people. You get a little money and then you forget who you were. You forget what your ethics are, what your morals are, what standards you have, who you are. You know what I'm saying? Where you come from. You forget all the things that made you who you are today, and that's, you be fucked up. Well, we get back to the hospital, honey, and the Russians pull up. Roller see him. The Russians go inside the hospital, and let me tell you this. They see a bunch of bald white men dressed like Uncle Daddy. They go for the first one that they can, and they done killed the wrong fucking man. You hear me? I'm hoping that got caught on camera. So when this happens, Roller goes up to Uncle Daddy, and he says, listen, they are coming for you. They just killed somebody downstairs that looked like you. They are coming for you. I cannot lose you and Wanda. It's too much. We need to just call Chip and tell him everything we know. Nigga say, let's snitch. Roller, you getting soft, my nigga? You want to snitch, my nigga? Like, because then he hit, and Uncle Daddy's like, nah, that's not what we do. We ain't never been, the Housers ain't never snitched on nobody as long as I've ever lived. But then he hits him with, she gonna kill my baby, my son, my grandbaby, your grandbaby. He decides, I'm gonna call Chip. Now, remember Desna had her come to Jesus moment. She back to herself, so she didn't got all dressed up and shit, and she at the hospital. She tells Jenn, because Jenn looking like, why the fuck you dressed up? Why you look like that? She had to put on her armor. Not her armor of God, honey, but her the queen bitch, badass bitch attitude. And it helped with her clothes. Cute little jumpsuit, Desna. Nonetheless, she tells Jennifer what happens, and Jennifer is in shock, but she's all like, I'm gonna fix it. You right, it is my fault. I really don't think it's all her fault. I really think that it was already in motion. Period, point blank. Once it's in motion, you didn't have nothing to do with it. They drew you in with the shit that you want, the things that you love for yourself, and you want better for yourself. Well, right at that moment, Greg walks up. Jennifer's awkward, like, nice to see you, doctor. You know what I'm saying? He gives her some flowers, asks how she feeling, and she got the coldest stare in her eyes, like, nigga, I hate you, and you gonna pay for every fucking thing you did till you do right by me. Everything you touch gonna crumble. That's the look that she gave him. And then I bit the shit out his lip. He was like, did you just bite me? And she said, you ain't seen my freaky side. You a bad girl. You don't even know. Nigga, I'm finna fuck your whole life over. You hear me? Your whole entire life. You was never gonna be the same. Well, she gets a text from Zlata, goes in to see Zlata. Plays Zlata like a motherfucking drum. Tells her the things that she wants to hear. I'm with you in killing Uncle Daddy. That whole nine. When she leaves, she hears Chip calling Zlata and saying, I'm going to meet with Uncle Daddy. Zlata said, take him out. Desna calls Uncle Daddy, tries to tell him. Uncle Daddy looking like, what? No, huh? That don't make no sense. Like, he my nigga. Like, what? Well, they pull up. Here comes Chip getting out the car. And Chip is not being his normal self. Chip is acting really funny. What's going on? What's happening, y'all? He looking weird, which is just the thing that tipped Uncle Daddy off. That motherfucker got killed quick. Flew across that damn windshield. Like, if you gonna try and do some shit, you're going to have to continue to be who you are. Like, Desna has to continue being like she's in love with the doctor and shit. You know what I'm saying? And she cool with Zlata. So that's the key. If you want to win the people over, not that I'm telling y'all to go do no illegal shit, right? This is TV. But if you want to get something, you're gonna have to continue to be who you are in order for the people to buy into it. That's why the fuck they didn't buy into Chip. That's why the fuck he died and that hat flew way across when he flew across that damn car. I was like, ooh, all right, Chip, you dead. Your time is up on Claus. Unless you're coming back as a ghost like Wanda. So I just want to know why the fuck Polly was smelling them underwears. Why was she smelling them nasty? Was they clean or what? What the fuck was going on with that? She getting real weird. I'm going to need her story to come out quickly. Now it got me wondering, because she's so okay with being a madam. Like, was she like turning tricks and shit? Like, what was happening with her? I'm making that up, but it makes sense to me. Like, she's falling into that role way too easily, too quickly. Well, Desna brings Uncle Daddy over to her old house where where Polly is staying, and says he's going to stay here for a while. This is also when she lets them know that they've been fucking her over. And they say how in every sense of the word. And then the shit hits the fan because she finds out that they knew that he was a big time kingpin, big time drug dealer. Now, they didn't know that he was fucking Zlata, but they knew about him being a drug dealer. And, of course, it hurt Desna more that fucking Roller knew and didn't say nothing. So he runs after her and explains what was going on and how he feels. And, you know, he's sorry and he wanted to tell her, but he couldn't and blah, blah, blah. So Jimmy Pink, it looked like they're going to get back together like you want them to, okay? I'm not for their relationship. I honestly think that Desna had gotten tired of his shit. That's why she killed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jimmy Pink thinks that they are a good couple together. I'm going to put her channel up here so you can see her reviews. But I don't agree with her. I think that Desna got tired of his shit. Like, I don't think that they were good together. I think that he used her. But whatever, that's just my opinion. You know, shit. I think they're going to be cool. But if they in a relationship, I'm going to just be looking like, okay, so next season, what kind of fucked up shit he going to do? Child. We see we see Ken get on one knee and propose to Polly. Polly's like, no. Polly doesn't know that he was wearing a wire. He wants to go change their names and go to a small town, and she starts spilling the beans. See, this is the kind of shit you got to tell your spouse. You living with me, my nigga, and you got a wire on you? And I'm in here saying I'm a madam. I know it's illegal, and I'm blah, 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 blah. And they hearing it all, eating it up. Now I'm in the line of fire. Right? Right. I'm just chewing this gum, y'all. Sorry. And so when we get back to the hospital, you see Hank's motherfucking ass outside, skulking outside, looking, stalking and shit. The bitch got magical fucking pussy. That's what's wrong. That's why he won't leave her alone. Magical fucking pussy. Stalking her outside the hospital while she in there with her husband. Child! Go on, Jen. Work your magic. So the last thing that happens is when Desna goes back home to her mansion, there's a box from Mathilde. Okay, that's Madame. That's Greg Rival's mother. And it's a wedding dress in it. And she stands in front of the mirror and she looks at the wedding dress because, of course, she really wanted to marry him. She really loved him. She was all in. And she starts reminiscing about all that shit and how he now and got played. Burns that motherfucking dress to a pulp. You hear me? I got questions. So first off, I want to know, do you think that they as in Arlene and her partner, going to rope Polly in to assist in capturing Zlata, telling up all the information? Do you think that Hank is going to be real crazy and be following her around and try to kill fucking Jenn? I got questions. You got some answers. How do you think that Desna is going to turn this whole thing around? I mean, we see snippets that they're going to open up shops and all this shit. Like she's saying, I'm going to do shit for us. We saw that. So I want to know, is she going to go all the way through to the end? How is this going to play out? Y'all got any predictions? Because I don't. Well, thank you so much for watching my review of Claws, season number 2, episode number 6, Double Dutch. Oh, you know what? I didn't say nothing about the Double Dutch moment. That was her come to Jesus moment. Okay? Yeah. That was her come to Jesus moment, Double Dutch. That's why the episode was called Double Dutch. Sorry, y'all. I mean, for me, it wasn't that big a deal, but it really was, and I'm sorry I missed it. But okay. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll see you on the next video.